single most popular reason why we never start and we never actually see through our dreams. The reason my business kept failing year after year until I changed my strategy up, which I'll talk about later, and this is that we are ashamed to be seen trying. The internalized shame we feel when we're being perceived as not successful, just trying to make it, still like in a hustle era. Weird like shame, awkwardness feeling when you have to sell your products or open up on social media. To get rid of it and confidently put yourself out there and achieve stuff with confidence and ease, we need to see the complexity of the issue and so many things that contribute to it. So let's get into it.
Part 1, where we discuss how we really view other people's lives, the era of selling your lifestyle.
The way that marketing transformed with social media is insane. People right now are the advertisement. User-generated content, bloggers, influencers, the videos that they put out, their lifestyle becomes the image for the company. Back in the day in the TV, the actors were creating image of what they want you to believe, right? And right now, bloggers with their actual real lives, even though it's a real life, they're still creating the image psychologically for you to believe in, for you to fall into, for you to resonate with it, and then as a result purchase the product. Problem with that is that realistic lifestyle is not going to sell the product. If someone sells their course on how to lose weight, for example, they're also going to have to sell it through their lifestyle, through the way that they live, what they eat, how they work out. Just shows like, oh look, I've been failing here, then I found this program and it's only up from there. So this simplified version of their influencer's life and influencer's journey for you to be able to buy their course easily, right? For you to be able to visualize the result you're gonna get for the course, thus motivating you to purchase. And it just doesn't realistically show all necessarily the whole path that person went through. You're never gonna see that creator really struggling. The only struggle they're gonna show is gonna be still curated and shown in a way to sell you the product. So we don't see the real struggle, we don't see the real problems, but we think that we do. And the line between advertisement and reality is so blurry that we think that transformational video, which is actually meant to promote a course, is reality. Feeling lonely in our ugly, realistic problems, we can't help but start to fear that we are gonna fail.
Not seeing anyone with problems like us around, we start to fear the failure.
Fear of failure is actually basic human fear, because back in the day, cavemen relied on that fear for life. If you failed back in the day, it meant death. As we developed, failure became less and less actually life-threatening and dangerous for us, but the fear associated with it remains. And sometimes we're still so attached to the fear of failure that it blocks us and prevents us from moving altogether. And all you need to get rid of that is simply to understand how outdated that program is in your brain. That fear of failure is a program installed into your brain, and you can switch it. You can control your brain. You can retrain it, the way it reacts to different events. With fear of failure, it comes with realization that failure is not going to kill you, is not going to physically destroy you and kill you, thus already reducing the importance that you have placed to it. You further reduce the importance by saying, oh, you know, maybe this failure is actually going to teach me something, and we're going to talk about it in a third most important point. And once you get there, you're not scared anymore. Failure actually excites you, because you know that with each failure you're getting closer to victory. And that brings me to the last most important point of this video, the framework of success and failure. Most people view success as this journey up from 0 to 100 straight up, when really success and failure go like this, like our heart rate, always going up and down, up and down. And when you look at it that way, going down is necessary in order to go up further, because what happens is you go down, which is, for example, a failure, and in this spot right here, you're disappointed. You don't believe in yourself, you want to give up, you think you're a failure, and then you give up and it just stops. In the new framework, when you go down, instead of feeling that you're a failure, you're actually happy, because if it went down, it's basically a confirmation that it's only up from here, that it's gonna go up next. So when you know the frameworks of success is not like that, but rather like that, you don't mind it going down, because you know it inevitably goes up, because you know how the framework works. And the more you practice, every time something bad happens, you failed in something, like your product didn't do as well, you didn't sell as much services as you were hoped to, you didn't get to your financial goal. Every time when you're at that point, zoom out and tell yourself, okay, it means that I'm gonna go up. Even if you go even further down, it means I'm gonna go even further up. I know it may sound like I have to be delusional for that, like I'm failing right now, how can I be happy about it? But that is the literal key. There is no magical way to make it. You have to try, you have to struggle, you have to fail. It is universal for everyone. And we sometimes see those people who go viral overnight, who become millionaires overnight, and we crave that because our brain always craves the easiest things. But then these are the stories that go viral, these are the stories that get people excited, so we end up seeing these stories predominantly, which makes us think that all of the stories should be like that each story is about rapid success, rapid growth, when reality is only 0.00001% that actually gets that lucky. And we shouldn't expect to get that lucky, because it is actually so much easier to work towards your goal, to try time after time again. You know why? Just because then the results are gonna be guaranteed. Going viral overnight is never guaranteed. Putting in the effort that you know you're responsible for is guaranteed, because it's only up to you. So 3 things you need to stop being ashamed of trying forever: patience, intention, and action. And if it makes any difference to you, most successful people say that the period when you're not yet successful but just trying to make it is the sweetest, the best period ever, because the thrill of not knowing whether or not you're gonna make it is something that moves you and motivates you beyond anything else.